Hey folks, it's Mr. Flower here, hope you're well. Out and about today on a particularly chilly December morning. It's a Monday morning, it's 4 degrees according to the motorbike, bit of rain in the air. This is the glamorous side of being a motorcycle YouTuber. Anyway, today I'm all about finding out how much it costs to run a big old beast like the Honda Goldwing. So stick around, stay tuned, and I'll tell you at least one element of it, which is the servicing cost. Alright, so a damp December morning, 4 degrees, out and about the bike, a little bit of rain in the air, hope you can see okay. Haven't ridden the Goldwing for absolutely ages, to my great shame. I've had the bike now for just over a year, and of course, what with COVID and everything, lockdown striking, I just haven't been able to use the bike as much as I wanted. However, I have done nearly 4,000 miles. In fact, the mileometer at the moment is saying 3,817 miles. So I thought I'd take this opportunity today to take the bike up to my local Honda dealer and get it serviced. Now, my local Honda dealer is HGB Motorcycles. They're up in Ruislip, so I'm just outside of Amersham at the moment, heading towards West London. It's about half an hour ride from home, I guess, something like that. So I'll be interested to see how these guys do. I'm very interested to see how much it costs, because this first service on the Goldwing is not only is it the engine oil and filter, but also it's the oil that goes in the gearbox. This is the DCT bike, so there's some special oil that goes in there, I think, and there are other filters as well associated with that. So I'm expecting it to be relatively expensive, but I have no idea. I'll find that out when I pick the bike up later. And that's its first service then, done at 4,000. Then after that, on the Goldwing, the next service is 8,000 after, so that's 12,000 miles, and then I think it's every 8,000 miles or annually after then. Now, unfortunately, I'm unlikely to do 8,000 miles a year on the bike, because I've got other bikes as well that I share my annual mileage with, so I'll probably end up just getting this serviced annually. But I'm really intrigued to see. Man, this bike is good at slow speed. Look at this virtually walking pace, and it doesn't feel like it wants to drop. Anyway, yeah, I'm really excited to see whether getting the those oils changed makes the bike feel any different. Look at this, almost at a standstill, no feet down, excellent. Love that little challenge. Am I the only one that does that? Yeah, okay, third time lucky. So I'm interested to see if the bike feels any different after those oil changes, because it does have the DCT gearbox, as I say. And I have to say, after 4,000 miles, the bike doesn't feel quite as smooth as it used to when it was newer. It's fine when I'm rolling like this, but when I'm at slower speeds, the gear changes can be a little bit clunky. In the main, I'm a massive fan of DCT on the Goldwing. If you're going to get one of these, I would highly recommend you get the DCT, particularly if you're, buying the bike for long distance touring, which obviously is what it's designed for and what I bought the bike for. Although sadly, as I say, I've not had much chance to do that yet. It just makes so much sense if you want a big relaxing ride. Not having to worry about change gear just adds to that relaxation, and it really is a great bit of technology. The bike I've got is a 2019 model year. I understand on the latest 2022 bikes they've changed to a different version of DCT, or they've upgraded it slightly, and apparently it's a little bit smoother. I don't know, I've not ridden that new version, so I don't know. At some point I will do that and see if I notice any difference. Anyway, so that's the plan for today. Ride on, bit of motorway, then through some built up bits of West London, head to the dealership, hand her in, and come back a bit later, see how much they're going to sting me for it. Right, I'll speak to you then and let you know. Oh, before then, forgot to say there was something else I wanted to tell you. I hadn't ridden the bike for a while, as I say. It's been probably a month since I started the engine up on this bike, and it was a bit warmer then. So as I rode off this morning, as ever, you get all the ABS sensors and traction control and all that light up when you first start up on a modern bike. They go out, but one light that didn't go out was the tyre pressure monitoring system, and it said that I had low pressures on the bike. I thought, oh, flipping it, I'm going to have to go and pump the tyres up, because I haven't been attentive enough to them. But it was just interesting that after about 10 minutes of riding, I assumed the tyres warmed up a bit, because the tyre pressure monitoring system light went out, and it stayed out. So all is well. So I guess just as the tyres warmed up, the pressures have gone up enough to turn that off, so that's great. Quick opportunity to whiz past this car. Gotta love the engine on the mighty Goldwing. It is such a beast, this bike. I love it. I'll tell you what, although it's the perfect tourer, you could use this as a daily rider to commute. It's absolutely brilliant. When I used to do proper work for a living, I used to work in Uxbridge, so I used to come to work this way every day. And commuting on this would have been lovely. I've got the heated seats on, the heated grips on. It's absolutely splendid, and I'm wearing proper gear, which makes all the difference as well. And I've got some new gloves I'm wearing today, and some new boots as well, which are absolutely splendid. So if you stick around and stay tuned to the very end of the video, I'll do one of my little fashion segments when I get back, probably home to the garage, and I'll show you these gloves, and in particular these boots, which are pretty fancy Daytona ones. So if you're interested in them, stick around till the very end of the video. Right, how's it looking now? 4 degrees still, and I've got 8 miles to go, 15 minutes. Alright, I'll speak to you a bit later, let you know how the whole servicing thing has gone. Hi, it's me again, not quite there yet, just wanted to say how much I've enjoyed this riding. It's ridiculous, just shows, doesn't it? They say absence makes the heart grow fonder, don't they? And I haven't ridden the Goldwing, as I say, for 6 weeks, and I haven't ridden it in a sort of urban environment for ages. I tend to avoid riding like this, but I have to say it's an absolute pleasure to ride around these roads. It's a much better commuter than you would possibly think. You know, this I think is Ickenham, only about 2 miles from Ruislip now, which is where HGB is. So I'll drop the bike off, come back and collect it later, and I'll give you the lowdown of how I got on and how much the service cost, whether they found anything else wrong with the bike. I hope not. Alrighty, so here we are, back at HGB Motorcycles in Ruislip. Just picked the bike up. She's all serviced. It's going to be really interesting to see what she's like on the roll, see if she feels any different. Right, let's fire this beautiful beast up. Oh, sounding good. Actually, it already feels a little bit smoother just actually by the sound of the engine. Let's get rid of all this bits and pieces. What do we want to do? Home. We might as well go down to navigation, although I know where I'm going. Select drive. Okay. Here we go then. Yeah, that's amazing. Already, look, I've ridden, what, 50 yards, and the gear change does feel smoother thanks to that change of oil. Excellent. Well, I hope you can see okay, this weather has deteriorated somewhat. At least it's a little bit warmer now than when I brought the bike down. It's 8 degrees now, but it is chucking it down with rain, as you can see. So to that all-important question then of cost and, you know, how did I find the whole servicing experience? Well, cost-wise, that service, the 4,000 mile first service, which was those oil and filter changes, came to £216, which sounds like quite a lot of money, but I guess that's about par for the course, isn't it? I think if I got my BMW serviced at a dealer, you'll be looking at a similar cost, and I don't think it's quite as complicated as doing this, so I think that's okay. I tend to get my bike serviced at dealers while they're under warranty. Then once the warranty is expired, I use a local independent guy, my mate Nige, up in Chesham. So once the warranty's gone on this, I'll probably do that anyway, and I'll probably pay half as much for a service with him. But for a dealer service, I suppose that's okay. In terms of the actual service I got from them, let's just put this screen down a little bit as I'm looking through it a bit much for my liking. Oh, now I'm going to get wet on the top of my head. Anyway, yeah, in terms of the actual service at HJB, first time I've experienced them actually working on the bike. In the main, it was pretty good. Booking was easy enough. They were very helpful on the phone. When I took it down, when I then got back home, I got a mail from them after about an hour saying that they had done a check, which was all good, of various things, and they sent me some sort of checklists of the work that they had done. I'll show you some screenshots off my phone here. So there's all sorts of categories that they check the bike over, and then they sort of rate them red, amber or green. Luckily everything that they checked on mine was green, which you'd hopefully expect for a relatively new bike. So no extra work needed to be done other than the service, and they did the service work, and as I say, £216. I'll be interested in your view as to whether you think that's good value or not. It seems okay to me. So in terms of the overall service experience with Honda there, let's face it, it varies by what dealer you go to. I'd give them Probably a 7 out of 10. The reason I'm not giving them more is because I got a courtesy bike from them, which was great to get me home while the job was being done, but it's a bit of an old cronker. It was an NC750, which I actually quite like as a bike, but it was not a well loved one. You know, the mirror was all wobbly and it just looked like a bit of a shed, so it was an unloved bike. So they dropped a mark in that respect, but otherwise, yeah, I'll certainly be going back there to get other work done on the bike, I'm sure. Oh yeah, this is feeling so much smoother. If you're a Goldwing owner with a DCT box and you're thinking that she's getting a little bit clunky towards the first service, fear not, your first service puts that right. That was worth 216 quid in its own right. Anyway, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed that little extra bonus video and it was of some interest to you. I'm going to fight this horrible weather and traffic, get my way home, and then you can guess my next job. This bike is going to need a massive clean. Oh, don't forget the fashion segment after the credits if you're interested in my splendid new gloves and my excellent new Daytona boots. Alright, that's it for now. Look forward to speaking to you again soon. Until then, this has been the Mr. Fly. Cheerio. Okay, so here I am, safely back home. Bike's back in the dry again. I've got some work to do. Check out the state of this engine. Look at this. You can guess what my next job's going to be. The pipes. Look at this. This has never been so dirty before. Look at my lovely chrome work. I don't know. Anyway, you're here for the fashion segment. I've got some brand new boots and gloves that I said I'd tell you about. Here are the gloves. These are from Rucker. These are absolutely brilliant. Just stand by. I'll check out what they're called. I'll get my notes. Right, these are the R-Star Gore-Tex 2-in-1 gloves. They look like this, and I'll tell you why they're called 2-in-1 in a second, but before that I'll show you a couple of features. They're full grain leather, they've got proper hard knuckle protection, and they are CE level 1 protection as well. They've got good zips at the back here that you can do up with a gloved hand, so they're easy to get on and off and to get over your jacket or whatever, and you've got a Velcro bit there as well. But the clever bit is the dual chamber bit. Let me put the camera down, I'll show you that. Right, here we go. By dual chamber, can you see in here, look, they've actually got there's like a flap in there. Can you see that? Like a flap. So what you can do is you can put if you put the flap at the back, you put your hand in like that, and then I've got more warmth at the back of my hand. So if I'm using heated grips, it goes through there nicely. I've got plenty of warmth at the back. If I don't have heated grips, then I can move the flap over that way to the middle, and then I've got the same amount wrapped around either way. They do go over your jacket as well, and then it's a case of just tightening up like that. So they work very well. As I say, they're Rucker, they're Gore-Tex, so they're top quality. They're full grain leather, they're properly protective, they're properly waterproof because they're Gore-Tex. They've got you know, proper scaffold protection, knuckle protection, really, really good. I was riding, as you saw, 4 degrees on this bike with the heated grips on this bike. My hands are absolutely warm as toast. No need for heated kit when you're wearing these. So yeah, those are the gloves. That's the first thing I wanted to show you. And then I want to show you my new super duper Daytona boots. Check these out. Here we go. So these are they. Again, sorry they look a bit muddy. If I just pull this up, I can show you. So these Daytona boots are absolutely top quality. Daytona are known for making, I think they're handmade actually in Germany. And they're really top quality leather. What I like about these, there's a number of things. That they've got 2 zips. They've got one here, and then one on this side, which is cleverly angled, if you see. Got an angle on there, so then you can move them right forward and you can get your foot rather in and out very easily. Again, CE protection all marked up there. These are the Roadstar GTX, by the way. Again, Gore-Tex boots, really, really lovely. They are super duper comfortable as well. Take no sort of wearing in whatsoever. They've got all the right sort of padding. They go way up your shin. Loads of protection here. Really, really comfy. And again, a top quality premium bit of kit. Again, bear with me, I'll just get my notes, I'll check out how much they are. Alrighty, these are made note here, £409.99 is the recommended retail price. I checked out on Sports Bike Shop, I'll put a link below. They were £350 just over when I checked them. And I don't know if I mentioned the price of the gloves, those are £265 as well. Again, I'll put links below to those. I'll put some affiliate links to Sports Bike Shop if you want to buy your stuff online. Sports Bike Shop do excellent service, returns, their prices are great. Or if you want to try them on, find out your local dealer, then I'll put a link to Biker Heads below as well, which is the distributor both for the gloves and the boots. And if you go onto their website, you can check out where your local dealer is. Give them a try. Alright, that's it for this time. I want to get my sponges out, clean the bike. Honda Goldwings, expensive bikes to own and run. But are they? I don't know. How much they cost to service? I've never had it serviced before. Let's not use that one. It's rubbish. Let's do it again.